Hi, my name is Matt Carroll with World Class Coaching with the help of Academy Sports Coach 2025. I want to talk to you about a drill that we talked about on the podcast with Coach Sean Fedema. This drill we refer to as the Constantine Drill. He saw it at the United Soccer Coaches Convention, really enjoyed it, and it's something that we used together while we were at New High School, and something that he's continued on with his other teams. Again, what we're trying to do here is find simple drills that you can utilize and take into your daily sessions. Without too much prep. You're not throwing down 30,000 cones. It's just get into it, get the kids playing, and get them to understand the concepts you want. So the Constantine drill is particularly a defensive drill. You can get some offensive work out of it in terms of getting working some corners, seeing your players take set pieces and things like that. But it's predominantly working on getting your players to work to communicate in the box for defensive clears from free kicks, crosses, or corners. So generally what we do, and you can add or subtract players, you could have your 2 6s in here, or 6, or whatever, or if your wingers, if you drop them low, or if you have 5 back or 3 back, or whatever you want here. But you have your players in the box. And the idea is a ball is played into, I should use my arc pass. A ball is played into the box. Oh, no, not that way. There we go, lofted pass. We'll go lofted pass here. So we want our lofted pass into the box. So what we're working on here is getting this ball cleared quickly and efficiently. We don't want players running into each other. We want players, how many times have you had the players, the ball lands in between the two of them and they're kind of just staring at each other? We want to make sure we're getting in communication. This is a great place to start working on, say, your verbiage or your call signs like mine, or I got it, calling out name, whatever it may be, whatever you particularly do with your team. And the ball needs to be then cleared out of the box. If they do, nothing happens, on to the next one. If it doesn't, we generally did a singular push-up or something along those lines, something quick, just so we're back into the drill, but so they recognize that's not what we want, that's not effective. So you can have it with one server. We've had it where we continually, if we're having a particular spot on the field we're having trouble with, and just serving the ball inconsistently, just trying to get that repetition. You can have a situation where you have multiple servers, like I have displayed here, for multiple looks, free kicks, corners, things like that. Another option is to have your players essentially pick out, talk before and have an order. So say this player goes first. After they clear it, you don't give the defense time to get set. So they have to kind of be on their toes. They can't just sit there and wait. So then, this player plays the ball in, this player plays the ball in, then this player plays the ball in, and this player plays the ball in quick succession. We're giving them time to get settled in, but we're making sure that it's high reps, high intensity, and they're kind of having to adjust on the fly, figure out where they are. This player gets pulled over here to make a clear. It leaves a gap. Who's going to fill that space? Does this player drop in? Does the goalie cover the space? Those are conversations you can have. I highly suggest filming this one. So it's really effective for going through and making sure that you are in the right spots. Are you covering for each other and showing and demonstrating all of those different aspects of defensive clears and defensive work. You can also add something where you're going to have targets. So if you want goals, you want target man, whatever it may be. But you can create a point system where you're getting additional points for clearing the ball effectively to wherever you want it on the field. Maybe you have it where they're passing to a 6 and the 6 is going, and maybe you make it live where they're going to a goal. A lot of different options out of here, but at the core of it, what you're really working on is just making sure your players are communicating. They're effectively clearing the ball, either with a head or a kick. And you're working on that technique, but you're also working on the tactical elements of where are you in your shape, who's covering for each other, and what is your goalie doing, and how are you calling for the ball, with the verbiage for your program. So for more drills like this, check out World Class Coaching or check us out on our podcast. Hope you have a great day.